Hey, hi everybody, get out of that student union. No, wait, yeah, get out of the student union. Put down your everything bagels. You're gonna walk across the quad. The lecture hall doors are open. So get on in. There's plenty of seats around. We're gonna talk about some days of our lives. And then a little bit later, we're gonna talk about Beyond the Gates. This is our dual show.
Yeah.
Our hour where we
Two.
just talk soaps.
What is that commercial? Two. Something in one.
I'm
I don't
really
know.
not sure. Why not both?
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing here. Days of Our Lives Beyond the Gates. Hello, Chandra. It's good to see you. Chandra's with us
Hey, you
already.
guys. Hey, you guys.
I know
Yep.
Chandra's the type to take a seat right here in the front row,
She
probably in the
don't.
center.
I bet she takes terrific notes too.
I also imagine Chandra is the type of person who does take terrific notes, and then she's got a pen, right? But she's got one of those like fuzzy balls on the back of the pen. You know.
I bet you Chandra can get more information on one 3x5 card than anybody out there.
Chandra, how many facts can you put on a 3x5 card? How small is your handwriting? I want to know. The student union here wants to know. Everybody here in class has to know. Chandra, how small can you write? Hi, Michelle. Michelle is here and she's literally furious. I wonder if she's furious about Days of Our Lives or Beyond the Gates. Probably
Mm.
Beyond the Gates. Probably Beyond
As
the
long
Gates.
as
Hey,
she's
Sandra.
not furious with us, I'm cool with it.
You know that's something I didn't even consider. If you were mad at us, Michelle, like if you're mad at us, let us know. Hey, Jeannie, welcome. Jeannie, of course, always has an everything bagel.
Yeah, and that stuff is so delicious, especially sprinkled on top of some avocado on that
You
bagel
are
with this.
in an avocado obsession
I
recently.
love avocado. And with a big old slice of like beefsteak tomato too. Yes. Must turn the fan toward my hiney.
Please do so. Chandra says that if you have a really sharp pencil, you can put a lot on that index card.
There you go.
So there you go. There you go, folks. And this is valuable information for our college kids here in Salem. Holly, Ari, Leo, not Leo, it's the actor's name. Tate and
Okay.
Sophia rushing
Yeah.
off to college, having babies, falling in love, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
And Sophia and Ari are roomies.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Tate are roomies.
They sure are.
You know, I love me some Days of Our Lives, but this week
Yeah.
it was Days of Our Boredom.
Oh, days of our just getting through the week.
Kinda.
The days of our, I mean, I mean, I guess this week, the days of our lives is a really appropriate name for the show, because this really was just some days in their lives.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had that. I think they had some. Oh, what the hell is that movie where he's got the screen behind him? Um, you know,
Like the Truman Show.
exactly.
Ah,
They had some Truman Show moments.
it's just what are we doing today? I'm brushing my teeth.
I love that stupid movie, but I almost never can remember what it's called.
Oh, it's called the Truman Show. Jim
I,
Carrey's in it.
Jim Carrey is a main
Yeah,
character,
yeah, he plays Truman.
right? And they're just feels like 07.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way Salem felt
So
this week.
you just felt like you were watching Brady get up and just go through his little investigation. I mean, even like scenes with like Kayla and Steve seemed just kind of normal. Even though they were talking about DNA tests and whatnot, it was still just like, meh. You want some milk? You know what we're talking about.
All right, Days of Our Lives fans out there.
Yeah.
Um, is there no possible way, because I'm not clear on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there no possible way for Sarah and Brady to have a thing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure how muddled they are. And there is a picture of Brady there in the Kyriakis main room on a mantle. There is
Right.
a picture of Brady.
Because he is a Kyriakis.
And he said that, he said that he was the only Kyriakis in the family that didn't know the truth.
Yeah. So Brady is a Kyriakis because his mommy was
So, okay. So is it
Isabella.
Isabella
Yes.
was a Kyriakis?
Yes, she was Victor's daughter.
Okay. See, I wasn't okay. So no, there is no, and I didn't really see that anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like So there is not romance between them. There is kinship.
Well, I don't think that Sarah's a Kyriakis because she's a Horton.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. She's not Victor's kid. She's Mickey's kid.
Yeah, she's Mickey's kid.
So they're kind of cousins, but they're kind of not.
I mean, through marriage in Maggie's late life, you could see that, yeah. But,
Okay, okay.
I would say that's more of a Maggie point of view than necessarily a Brady or Sarah one.
So there could be a Brady Sarah.
I think that there could be, and there might have already been
And
some already.
that's what I was going about to ask. Jeannie, you would know.
Yeah,
Has there been
because we're
a
dummies.
Brady and
And Sarah romance in the past.
Sarah? Had that ship already been put out?
Has it sailed?
Has it sailed? Has it come out the port and back in?
Or
I
can
don't
he
know.
just not because of the Rachel of it all?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I don't know.
Well, Jeannie definitely confirms that they are not related,
Yes,
which is challenging to do on Days of Our Lives.
it is.
He's
It
older
is.
than her, says Jeannie, but that's hard to tell with Brady, honestly, because he's been sore as to just he was slurping down Sora's like Slurpees.
Yeah, he was.
So
Days of Our Lives, and then you also have to count it into account. How many times has Days of Our Lives jumped 5 years? Have they done it once or twice?
from my understanding, only the one time, but shoot if I know. And it's one of those like, oh, it's just because we wanted to abandon our current stories and just refresh the thing. It wasn't like any sort of like real time jump or anything like that, right?
Right, right. Well, let me jump off to something else.
Yeah.
Theo,
Yes. He's
I
new to
thought
us.
this. Yes, new to us. I thought Theo. Now Theo is somehow a Horton as well, right?
Yeah, I don't really know who Theo's parents are. He's related
Well,
to Abe.
Abe's his dad.
Okay.
Abe is his dad.
Then I don't know who his mom is.
I don't know who his mom is,
No. Is it Kate?
but but he seems to be a Horton though.
Uh-huh.
He seems to be a Horton. I don't know. Anyway, what I was going to say about him and his character,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that actor, man, oh man, he's so believable. He's so emotional. He was so
Mm-hmm.
emotional with Jada.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think what he's so emotional about is kind of dumb.
The story is silly.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
get it.
why be so upset?
So I think the story is that JJ shot him.
Yeah, JJ shot him, not on purpose, I get the
No, there was some sort of shenanery. There was some sort of Demira shenanigans happening, I think.
right. So I don't think he shot him on purpose, but
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why he thinks because this happened that JJ cannot possibly be a good cop.
Because he can't possibly be a good cop since he made that choice. Because he did this, that, and the other thing. Because he fell for whatever. Because he was manipulated by. He's already
For all
shown
we
that
know,
he's a bad cop.
for all we know, he was possessed by the devil at the time.
He might have been. Maybe that was the story. Maybe he was Devil J Devil. Devil. I don't know.
Anyway, I just thought that the
I
emotion did
understand
not
it.
match the. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there was a piece of advice that I got when I was doing pro wrestling when I was being brought up in the in the wrestling world, and that was it's your job as the performer to sell the booking, even if it's stupid, even if it's bad, even if you don't believe it. You got to find a way to make it believable.
Well, and I've actually heard soap opera actors say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, even Days of Our Lives actors have said the same thing to us.
Oh my gosh, said it to us, yes.
Yeah, 3 legends stood in front of us on a red carpet at the Emmys, being like, "Hey, you got to take the stuff, and if you believe it, then they will believe it. You can't ever walk into something like this, being like, ugh, rolling your eyes, thinking it's dumb, because then the audience is not going to come on board with you either."
Yes,
So,
yes.
so
Drake was very much yes.
yeah, that's what you do, kid.
Yep.
That's what you do. He is a Demira. Theo is. His mom is Stefano's daughter.
And
So
Abe is his dad.
I guess what's the name? What's the name of Stefano's daughter? That's what I want to know. It's not Kristen.
I know his name is Theo Carver. I know that.
Just like his uncle.
He's like
Theo
his,
Classic. Theo Classic, as I called him. In the Abe is Theo's father. Yes, 100%, 100% sold on that. So Sandra
yep,
confirms in the chat as well. No doubt about it. No doubt.
yep.
And then,
Anyway, but it comes when it comes to delivering emotion. I thought the actor, I know I don't remember his name, portraying Theo, knocked it out of the park. But how much range has he given himself? You know what I mean? You got to save something.
well, I mean, I guess he's trying to make a splash. I mean, these new actors on Days of Our Lives have just sunk right into the cast.
And also, you guys, I don't know. Is he the Theo you last saw, or is he
No,
a
this is a
new
different
Theo?
Theo. This is like the
It's a
18th
brand new
Theo
Theo.
that they've had. They cast Theo like nobody's business. There's been so many Theos apparently.
So Theo and Chantel are step brother sister.
I guess I don't know. I guess Chanel.
Yeah.
You said Chantel. Okay.
Oh,
Abe and
I
Lexi.
was thinking about my niece, wasn't
Yeah,
I?
you were. Abe and Lexi. Lexi is the mother of Theo.
And remember, didn't we see Lexi
She
in
was
heaven?
she was Ghost Lexi, right? Wasn't she the one that gave him his memories back and cured Paulina's
Yes.
issues at the same time? Because she's just like, I'm out here dispensing cures like nobody's business. That might be. That might
Exactly.
be. Well, then who's Lexi's mom? That's what I want to know. Like this tree just goes back and back and back.
It does. It does. I did have like a family tree of Days of Our Lives when I first started looking at it. I found it online, but it wasn't super current.
Right, right. Oh my gosh! If we can figure out how to license that merch, the hundreds of dollars that would roll in. We got to figure out how to sell some stuff on your Poshmark.
Well, I tell you,
Yeah.
my Poshmark store does pretty well, though. On the average, I sell something out of that store every single day. In fact, I sold some Department 56 little Christmas Village houses this morning.
Hey, congratulations! Good
Oh,
work.
business is thriving. Is it making me a bunch of bucks? Oh, heck no. Is it keeping me from watching TV and crocheting? Yes, it is. Even though I do have to watch 15 hours of TV at minimum a week.
I know it's so much. It's so much. Well, you should
It's a
you should
lot.
sacrifice Wednesday and just start reading recaps.
Now I got to see Philip's face every time.
Otherwise, it's not worth it. And sometimes those are the things you need to lean into. When it's a slow week, sometimes you got to still find your favorite moments and your favorite points.
Well, Xander and Philip, boy, are trying to sell the brotherhood they do have.
All right. So Lexi's mom is a woman named Celeste.
Okay.
All right. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that name in relation to
I
Days of Our
know.
Lives yet. And then Theo, apparently, according to Jeannie, has previously diagnosed as autistic, but they don't mention it often. So it must be, some very borderline, not deep, not life affecting autism for Theo. Mama Cat crochets? No. Do you? You didn't pick that up.
No, I'm about as thrifty. I'm thrifty. I'm about as crafty as someone with 10 thumbs. No.
No, actually, my sister is the crafty one of the bunch.
And my mom
Yeah.
was, professorship
Oh, yeah.
of crafting.
My grandma would.
Good at
Yes,
it.
absolutely. Grandma Lou will sit there and does she crochet or does she knit?
She does both.
So she sits there keeping her hands moving. That's what she does.
Yeah. And I'm not criticizing that. I'm just saying it's not for me. I just not ready to sit that much.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just scratching and biting away. I don't want to be old. That's it right there. I kind of equate that, and I know it's not that you're old, okay? I know that Kristen Storms is over there crocheting up a storm right now in Tennessee, and she is by no means old.
People like it.
People like it. It's just not for me and I think because I'm just not good at it. I'm terrible at it. I'm left-handed as well, and it just doesn't compute.
And so you just can't do things because you're left-handed. I understand. It's a very limiting thing, being left-handed. All those
Well,
people
there's a
out there
lot
with
of
left
things
hands
you
who
can
can't do
do, but
things.
everything that, someone's trying to physically show you something, and it's
It's from a righty's perspective.
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's Chandra's stress reliever. She puts her stress right into what it is that she's crocheting. So really, when you're wearing what it is that Chandra makes, you're wearing
well, if
her
anybody
stress.
just wants a crocheted single, like just single chain, I can do that.
Hey, you know who should pick up crocheting is Kristen. Kristen's got a lot of time to spend in jail. You
She's
know,
got a lot of time,
she had a
doesn't
lot of
she?
time to fill, and so I think crocheting is a skill that she should leave this whole debacle with. You think they left
Spacious.
the? Do you think they left the courtroom set up so they can just slide another story right in there?
If they have the space, they ought to.
I mean, it
I
was
don't
a
know what
nice
kind,
set.
I would love to go to Peacock and see what kind of setup they got.
Mm-hmm.
How many how I would think of all the sets that they have that would stay up would be the Demara's living room.
The Namir, I think that the Horton Town Square is so complicated and used that's the one that's guaranteed 1,000% to always be up. I
You're
think that
right.
I think that
Just
the
wasn't thinking of outdoors.
I think that the Demira house has a chance of being taken down for something else, depending on what's going on. But it's usually up.
I would think so.
I would say, like some of the mainstays, because we've been through the General Hospital soundstage, and both times was a different offering, but some of it was a different offering of the same house.
Right.
It was this room instead of that room, this section instead of that. The pool was up this time, it wasn't up that time.
Yeah.
Or was it up both times? Whatever.
No, the pool was only up the second time
Well,
we
there you
went.
go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the pier was up the first time, but the Cassadines wasn't. So like General Hospital has a lot of movement in that. I don't see as many variety in sets. I even think that the general like apartment set is redressed for Chad and for Stephanie and for Alex and for everybody who
Oh,
lives in an
absolutely.
apartment.
The same apartment is dressed for pretty much.
Yeah.
It seems to be redressed for everybody. Yes. And the most obvious one is Cat's house. Now it's Cat. We've actually seen that apartment be three people's houses in the time.
Sincerely. Yeah, sincerely. I would say that even though we don't see Rafe in it very often, Rafe's house is a unique set. That's not one that they reuse for a bunch of stuff.
No, but it's only the kitchen and that pitiful butcher block thing they got. That thing's pitiful.
Oh
They have
my
to check that
gosh.
out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
But
gosh.
but I like their little kitchen though. It's very homey. I love it.
Oh, Jeannie's been through the day set tour. That's neat. I would love to be able to do that. I want to go through all the sets. I want to go through all the set tours.
So Jeannie, do you know? Is there a set that's always up?
Yeah,
Like
let us
Matt
know.
says, it
Did they
does
tell
make
you?
Town Square would be up all the time, and I didn't
Horton
think of
Town
that.
Square.
Because Horton Town Square is almost in every episode.
I want to visit Horton Town Square in real life,
Oh
not on
my
the set, in real life. I want to go to real life Salem and go to real life Horton Town Square and walk into the real life bookstore and smell the real life books and meet the real life Julie.
I want to go in the pub.
You just want to hammer down a cold one with your buds.
I want to sit there with Steve Johnson and just talk about crime.
Just trying to figure out what's underneath that patch.
Going on.
What's going on underneath that patch, Steve Johnson? So when they do this DNA test on this baby, that I guess you don't need a doctor's permission for anymore. You just fill out a form online. We're going to do it right there. Just drop it off right there on the counter. We're going to run this DNA test for you.
Well, Kayla caved, okay?
Yeah.
Kayla caved. She was like, no.
All right, well, this is how you do it that I don't have to.
Yeah. And at the end, she says, give it here.
Well, because they had this online form that they could fill out without her having to say yes. So she gets a little sidestep her participation in it. But I think at this point I'm very prepared for baby Tesoro to not be Tate's at all.
I think it could go either way. I think the DNA results will show that it's not Tate's baby. However, if Holly finds out that this DNA test is being done, she gonna go F with it.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope she doesn't find out. Let's hope she stays far away. Let her focus on classwork and, joining a sorority or whatever it is that she wants to go over at Salem University, where we are, by the
Well, at
way.
least as long as she don't get the hots for Johnny again, she just go right ahead.
I think that's it. That sailed. That ship has sailed. We've moved on. We moved on
Yeah,
from
she,
crushing on our cousin.
it's cute too because she's like now, and when she has reflected back on that a couple of times, she's like
Ugh.
embarrassed, Ew.
Ugh. What was wrong with me back then? I was such a gross nastiness. Oh, Jeannie went through the Passions tour as well. I think she's just trying to track down Galen. Jeannie's been on the Passions tour as well. So she's been on the tour for Passions, they've been on the tour for Days of Our Lives. I think she's just trying to track down Galen.
And I clearly know from spending an entire day with Jeannie at one time that yeah, and she likes herself Galen.
Galen. That's true. And it's fun to see him. I like him. I like him. I like the way that he leans over the table. I like the way that he bobs his head when he speaks. I like him. I like
I like
Galen
him.
as a performer, and I like
I
Rafe
like
as
him.
a character.
Hmm.
I think he's in an interesting spot where they're keeping him warm, but he's not really doing anything.
Yeah, he's the only thing we ever actually see him do is FBI in with Cat.
Yeah, he's Cat's handler now. Cat's out there off in the streets having story, falling for Chad, making out with him.
Yeah, and Chad's digging her now too.
That's true.
Well, it's just a matter of time. We're going to have Chad and Kat are going to be an item, and everybody's going to accept them, and everything's going to be gravy. They're all going to be singing King Kumbaya all together, and then Abigail's going to come home.
Yep, and they're gonna find out that Kat's a part of the ISA. She's been a secret agent this whole time. We're gonna find out
And
that she's part of the I don't know.
now, now Kat will really, really make a mess out of things if it turns out that she's known all along that Abigail is indeed alive.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be harboring some sort of big secret. She has to be, right? She has to be. I think
Yes.
she should be. I would write it that way.
So
I
do
would.
you want um Sophia's baby to be a green, to be Goofy Aaron's kid?
I do. I do. I want that. That would be my ideal result. And I've said it before many times on this podcast, and it's because I'm not ready for Brady to be grandfather.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't know. There's also like some measure of youth that exists in these characters too. That I don't think that they need to necessarily be saddled with a child that would ruin their futures. Like everybody's future is ruined when they have a baby. I say as a joke, everybody have a sense of humor.
I know. I know. Yeah, well, there's of course going to be more baby drama. Where is Tesoro going to wind up? I think Tesoro should stay with Leo and Javi.
It's gonna break Chanel and Johnny's heart to a point where they're gonna be like, well, we're never gonna have a baby. We're not gonna be able to raise an adopted baby. Maybe they're gonna have to bring some sort of kid in through fostering.
Or this could happen. Didn't didn't that little girl run away pregnant? What the heck was her name? Didn't she leave pregnant?
I don't know if she was
That was
pregnant.
on Heart Soul.
Uh huh. June. No, not
No.
June. That's Beyond the Gates. I know who you're talking about. The one actress lady who was sleeping with everybody. She was what's her name, sister?
Yes.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Guys, my memory is so.
I don't remember the character's name either. I mean, she was on for a sneeze. Okay, like she took off. I don't
But
know.
she took off pregnant.
I don't. Did she or was she pretending? I don't really recall honestly. Joy.
Joy, yes.
Joy.
Joy left pregnant, you
Thank
guys,
you,
didn't
Sandra.
she?
Let us know if she really
Joy
left
left
pregnant.
pregnant. And it's Johnny's youngin'.
The question was it John? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm a
Anyway.
dummy. I'm a dummy, and you got 6 minutes to let us know if you recall before we have to
Yeah,
transition the
yes,
background.
yes. Chanel, yes. Chanel really, really, really wants this baby now. And Johnny has jumped on board with her, but she is so, and she feels a connection with the little baby. But so many people do.
Because
Anybody
it's an adorable baby.
is so doggone cute.
You know,
Everybody's just crazy about it.
Tesoro is the outback of Days of Our Lives.
Oh my gosh. What he wants. He, but yeah. And also whoever winds up with him, they better not change his name either.
No, it's got to continue to stay Tesoro. We know and love him as Tesoro.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Jeannie says that would be Alex's baby that Joy has because she didn't really sleep with Johnny.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
It was
Which
one
is
of
the
those.
thing I
It
thought you
was one of
guys
those
would
things
never
where
get
I
to me.
remember it really distinctly now. Actually, now thank you, Jeannie. Now that I'm reminded of it all, where this was the show going. Oh shit! Nope. Sorry for the language. And 180 slammed the brakes on what it is that they were doing with Johnny and Joy, where they had boned to high heaven up until the point where they didn't.
Exactly. And then they kind of like, oh no, y'all didn't see that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean no, that's not what happened. We got real close, and then I had a change of heart at the last
Mhm.
minute. But up until that point, the narrative was those two
Yes.
got it on like Donkey Kong or whatever it is they say.
Well, I guess they shouldn't have him come back quite yet then.
I know Joey can stay away. Joey was not a character that people were enjoying. Ah,
Well, I can only think of one more character that was short-lived that I enjoyed less. And that was the fella that was Carrie. I could not
oh
stand
my
him.
God, Carrie.
Neither one of us could stand him.
What? Yeah, I mean, so we hear the story often. We talk about it often here. You know, they hired me for 3 days and I stayed for 30 years. That
Mhm.
was somebody that got hired for 3 days and it stayed 3 days.
Pretty much.
It
Pretty
is
much,
bound to
pretty
happen.
much, pretty much.
It is bound to happen. Oh gosh, hey, the professor never showed up.
No,
No, we should probably get out of here.
this is the easiest class I've ever taken in my life.
I constantly get an A, and I don't think I've learned a gosh darn thing. Not of anything of value, of importance. Nothing that would pull me away from ever calling myself a dummy.
And as you can see from this lecture hall, that since she never shows up anymore, neither does anybody else.
Yeah, so I think it's time to head on back to the student union, pick up our everything bagels, and then call herself a ride share.
Yes.
Gotta go to Orphe Jeans.
A party bus rideshare.
Yeah, ooh, a party bus. Oh my gosh, the
Yeah.
colorful LED track lighting on the inside. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, spared at no expense, purchased at the highest quality with the top dollar from one Ms. Dana Leslie.
Dana Leslie.
Dana
Yeah.
Leslie getting this party
Dana
bus for us. She has broken down the gates
Yeah.
over
She
at
got
the Fairmont Crest Country Club.
busted right through it. Busted
Busted
right
right
through
through.
it.
We have made
Just
the
like,
transition.
just like you were on the bus on the movie Speed, right?
We cannot go slower than 55. We're going to crash through these gates. I don't care what. I don't care who Vernon's going to call to try to prevent my membership. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just buy them a new sports complex with Anita's money.
Oh my gosh. At the rate that Dana is spending money, she cannot. It's got to have a bottom, right? It's got to have a
I
bottom.
mean, so I saw somebody doing an analysis on that, and I think it might have been Dan Kroll, who's a prominent soap commentator out there.
Okay.
And he said something along the lines of a first payment of something like this usually 10% of what the trust is. And so since that check was for $1 million, then that would presume that that $1 million is only 10% of what it is that was in that trust. Now, how fast does she have access to it? I've got no clue.
I don't know. She might be purchasing things against the next check already. It sounds to me. She has now said that, well, she doubled the money where the Garvin's house, she doubled the money to finally get it.
Mm-hmm.
She doubled the money on that. They could not wait to get out of those gates fast enough.
No.
So she doubled the money to get the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then she decides she's going to bulldoze the dang thing.
Yeah, she's gonna build a whole new house.
And when she described that house to Auntie Anita with the moat and everything, the only thing that she did not say that would have crossed Anita even more was, Oh, and it's going to be full of alligators.
You know, like trolls that look just like Nicole. You know.
That was funny. That, Dana Leslie, you are a riot.
Easily a top three character on Beyond the Gates. You know, I don't want to assign a top one and be controversial and make anybody mad. But it's one of the top three characters on Beyond the Gates. Beyond a doubt, one of the most entertaining characters in daytime. And really, when it comes to just diving into it and selling the character and being fully committed, we got that.
You know what? They're almost, this is what it kind of, in a weird kind of way. Eva and Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
In a weird way. They remind me of Erica and Mona from All My Children.
Huh. Okay.
Just the wording is a little different, okay?
All right.
Erica used to say constantly, "Oh, mother!" Constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does Eva always say? "Oh, mama!"
Oh, mama. I can see that. And then also at the same time, when it comes to that same vein, you know, because Mona, well, was Mona a villainess or was she a heroine?
No. Mona
was
was a wonderful, sweet woman that created a very spoiled, self-centered Erica.
I see.
And Erica always got her way. And whenever Mona was pushing back at all, it was always, "Oh, mother, you never understand." And blah,
So
blah, blah,
take
blah.
that dynamic and flip it.
Exactly.
And you've got good Ava and
Yeah.
terrible Leslie.
Yes.
Yes. Chandra remembers.
So, and I'm glad you remember. Because this is evidence that Mama Cat, has remembered something.
Heck yeah. You haven't forgotten it. You have not forgotten it. So yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, what a good time.
But Dana Leslie did not have to try that hard to get de Teddy Wetty in the bed sack.
Oh, no,
That's
she
what
didn't.
calls
She
him.
didn't. Yeah, I know.
Teddy
I know.
Bear, Teddy Wetty, all that
Well,
stuff.
all of that stuff still makes me gross no matter who's saying it.
I know.
Easy prey at this point. This man is in shambles. He is not dealing with it the way that Bill dealt with the way his life fell apart.
And Eva should have known not to go home and not to visit. She don't live there anymore. Not to visit her mother and tell her that, "Oh, Dad's over at the hotel completely smashed." It didn't click to her that her mom's gonna. So, opportunity.
I would hope that most people don't think along those lines to go, "Oh, I should not say this," because you have to be somebody that would think that in order to be worried that somebody would think that.
But she knows her mother.
I know,
She
but
knows her mother.
I mean, using it to this extent, I don't
Why
know.
wouldn't she go over there and try to seduce Ted like that? Why wouldn't she? She's willing to go into a young girl's hospital room and put something funky in her IV.
You know, just.
There's nothing that Dana Leslie wouldn't do.
You are right. Maybe Eva is just too forgiving. And then Chandra says here that Eva just can't keep anything quiet. She hasn't learned yet. Not yet.
That's true.
She's been burned, but she hasn't learned. Not yet.
Burned and burned.
Not yet.
Yep.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. Hey.
Well, so, they wind up being together. Ted, the next morning, he is so mortified of what he's done.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my
Oh,
God, I'm
gosh.
never going to get my Nicole back
Yeah,
now."
this is setting me back 25 points. I'm never going to make up for this. I'm never going to romantically recover from this.
I am never going to get my Nicole.
I've lost my wife. I've lost my house. I've lost my kids. I don't even know what Martin thinks of me.
Well,
Oh, boy. Oh, goodness. Oh, God. Oh, Mona was a sweetie, says Chandra, but she did have an affair with Dr. Charles Tyler.
yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
Uh,
And stole Phoebe's man.
oh,
And then,
gosh.
at the end, stole her man.
Stole her.
And what had happened to Phoebe? She wound up with that Carney.
I wasn't watching back then. I don't know. I don't know. But you were clearly watching and paying attention, just like you are Beyond the Gates.
Well, I pay attention a little bit. Just it anyway. Dana Leslie
She,
is comedic gold sometimes.
she is.
She pushes Anita's button so hard.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my goodness gracious, just. Oh.
But honestly, weren't you guys surprised? Weren't you guys surprised that Anita softened, you know? And there's only been a couple of times where I thought that Dana Leslie seemed a little bit sincere. And at that point, she did seem a little bit sincere. You know,
And there has to be moments of
a
sincerity.
scene with her. There was a scene with her when her mother ran into town where she seemed vulnerable as well. This time she seemed vulnerable, like maybe she had a heart. But no, I think and ultimately she's just playing Anita.
I think that, yeah, she will play up a vulnerability in order to disarm somebody or to make them vulnerable to her in some degree. I think that's
Yes.
absolutely something she's willing to do.
And
But
she absolutely tugged at the heartstrings of Anita at that moment.
yeah, she's using it as a weapon against Anita. But in the comfort of her own home with her own mother, we get some genuine vulnerability out of Leslie. There's no manipulations to be had when it comes to her mom, not necessarily, none that we know. And I think it's good for a character to have at least two layers. Can't just have the one.
Yeah. And she actually, I think she like fabricated in her mind after the tryst with Ted that she had like maybe a chance with him again. That's stupid
Yeah,
thinking.
should we tell Eva that we're back together? And she might not have been playing or teasing him or needling him with that statement.
Right. And I mean, Eva told her, Mom, what do you, yeah, what are you doing?
She gotta go visit what's her name over in jail, Allison. They could become fast friends
They could.
with their crazy obsessions.
But back to what I was, don't you think with tearing down the house, building some, and she's going to try to make it as ugly as possible. She said she was going to put a bunch of trolls out front.
Yeah.
I think she needs a flock of those pink plastic flamingos as well. She needs a good flock of those
Yes, that's totally not
right on
Washington,
the edge,
D.C.
right on the edge of the moat.
That's total Florida. That's a Florida lawn thing, and that is not
Yeah, but they're
Washington,
in
D.C.
DC.
Exactly, which makes it extra bad.
Yeah. And then she can have trolls for the seasons out there. She could have Christmas trolls and Halloween trolls and Easter
One's wearing
trolls.
pumpkin heads and
Oh,
Christmas hats.
yeah, and I think Anita's gonna love it.
I love it too. I love it too. Chandra remembers that when Peaches told Leslie that she was sick, that Leslie softened for a moment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, we got some moments in there. We got some moments. I like the lelayers of Dana Leslie, even though the main layer is the one that will swap a wig and be nuts and manipulate and do horrible things. There's also that temporary, a softer one when it comes to people that truly matter to her a bunch. We've seen it a smidgen with Eva. We've seen it a little bit with Peaches. And we also have that mysterious third layer of who she used to be before she broke.
That's true. And it seems to be, from what Eva was saying, Dana broke when her husband died.
Right. So, who knows what all of that's from. I don't know. Maybe we'll get some flashback stories at some point. People playing other characters.
Oh, why not?
Yeah. Or some sort of reality break with Leslie, and she starts seeing people, and they're not who they really are. Yeah. Anyway, good times. So the cover thing for us this week, Beyond the Gate style. Over on Days of Our Lives, it was Xander holding a bunch of presents because Xander's doing well over on Days. He's doing well when it comes to holding it together.
Why are we still in the conference? Why are we still in the lecture hall?
Well, I can't change my background on a fly.
Oh, okay.
We're always in Orphe jeans.
Right.
So we have to always be in the lecture hall. I can't change my personal background on the fly that I know how to do. Not without showing a bunch of menus on the broadcast.
We don't want that.
No, that's ugly. But I can change our whole background, our whole thing. So we're not on the chalkboard anymore. We're on the Beyond the Gates thing.
Oh.
So that
all right.
changed. That changed.
Okay. Cool.
So anyway, so the cover is Xander's doing real good. He was holding a bunch of presents for his daughter's birthday. Good job, Xander. On the Beyond the Gates side, it is a napkin with the word Vegas written on it.
Oh my
These
gosh.
two plan on going to pretend to elope. They are going to get drunker than Chandler and Monica over on Friends, and they are going to come back hitched to high heaven.
Oh my gosh, that writing is on the wall. I agree with you 100%. They are going to go to Vegas. They are going to get drunk, married. They're going to wake up. They're going to wake up looking at rings. Oh my God. Like Ted woke up at all saying, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I
And
think
it's
that's what's
gonna,
going to
it'll be extra fun if it's like two of the crappiest, tinniest looking rings.
be. Married by an Elvis impersonator.
Oh my gosh. Yes, yes,
The
please make.
Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love Chapel.
Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Let's do that.
And we got to see it. Well, I got to see them play roulette. I got to see them pull the slots. And I got to see them get married by an Elvis impersonator. And I might have made the wrong Friends reference. It could have been Rachel and Ross who got married in Vegas for all I know. I didn't watch the series all the way through.
I don't
Drunk.
I don't know who did it either. I watched I was not one of those I have to see every episode of Friends person, but I've seen plenty of it.
The background is fine for our large group, says Sandra, because there's so much room for everybody.
There you go.
Drunk Danny and Drunk Andre are a hoot and a half, says Chandra.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
They are a hoot and a half.
Oh, that would be so weird. Chandra said, did you see the Anita female impersonator? I think that's who will marry them. Wouldn't
Oh,
that would be so weird.
oh, did not see that. No, but oh, I'm all for it though. I'm all for it.
It must be in the
Oh,
previews.
I saw, I didn't realize that it was somebody else, but yes, I saw Anita
Mm-hmm.
with very big hair, curly, big hair. I just took it for granted it was Anita.
I guess it's an Anita impersonator. Wouldn't
Oh,
it be funny if it was Tamara Tooney playing a impersonator of Anita and it's just such a convincing thing it looks just like her?
I think it is, Matt. Picture I saw.
Yeah,
It is.
that'd be
It
funny.
is. It
She's
is
just so
Tamara.
convincing. She just looks just like her. It's like my mom's here.
Oh, and she's so drunk she doesn't remember until she sees the one complimentary photo they got. What?
Who? What's this ring? How come I can fold it? This is a piece. This is aluminum.
And the impersonator is like Anita articulate and sings for you and everything. Hilarious.
Congratulations on getting married. Congratulations on getting married. Oh my God! So yeah,
Oh my
we're
gosh.
looking forward to that. I don't know what other shenanigans might happen. Maybe they'll come across Doug's dead body dumped by Joey Armstrong out there. I don't know.
You guys, you know he's going to be the first casualty of the gates. He's got to be
We've been
that. So
theorizing
close
it for
to being dead.
weeks.
He is so close to being dead, and he had his mouth going on Friday, didn't
And
he?
what is that going to mean for Vanessa? You know, because she's all smitten with Joey, and then
He is all,
she finds out Joey kills her husband.
she is all smitten with Joey, and Joey's all smitten with her. She
Hmm.
really is.
Yeah, but that's going to be a major
Yeah,
thing. Like she's
it
going to
is.
be, because
I think
I think her. I'm sorry to keep on interrupting you.
I have to. I've been saying this all day, all week long. Okay, how do you spell Vanessa?
Vanessa.
Puta is how you spell
Oh
Vanessa.
goodness gracious, mother! Oh my God! Oh goodness! This is great radio. This is fantastic. Poor Doug eating his last meal of burger, fries, and a milkshake.
Ain't that the truth? And he should know, though. But he should know. Doug should know how dangerous Joey can be.
I think that he's too far gone in the spiral of his life for him to care anymore. And this is going to be
Right.
really tough for Vanessa because her fascination with Joey's world is going to become terror in
Yeah.
Joey's world.
And Doug didn't mince no words with Bill either. He told him everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, Vanessa's getting paid, and so am I.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's going to die.
I
Next
know.
week. We're on
Dirty
it.
laundry. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doug's got his drawers out, and everybody else is in the house too.
This is not good.
Dirty laundry.
This is not good. This is not good.
Not
And
good.
it's interesting too because like this whole story is this sort of side plot of what it is that is the main Beyond the Gates.
And yeah. And he never listens to Randy. Randy has told him a laundry list of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you need to stop doing this, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to do this, and you need to stop doing this, and you need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
He has not listened to one iota of what
No,
Randy.
and that's why Randy's gonna have to take him out under the order of Joey Armstrong. He's gonna be like, "Listen, I told you how to get out of this, buddy. I told you how to get out of this, and you didn't listen to me, and I'm so sorry that we got to this point. It's gonna be so dramatic
I know. Why wouldn't they have the other guy that shoots everybody do it?
because it's more dramatic to have Randy do it."
It
And then
is,
you
and
get
then
that fun
Randy,
scene of like, "Hey, I tried to tell you how to get out. I really did. Like, I
and we
genuinely tried to get us to not be at this point."
and we need to find out what is the connection, because if they just use the same actor for a different character, faux pas. Um, what is the connection of Randy to June?
We're
Randy's the
we're
one
gonna
that came
find
and
out.
helped her.
We're gonna find out.
There's a connection there.
We're gonna find out because once June gets in her act together, once she does well at Orphe Jeans and earns her place and gets over Tyrell's problems and bonds with Sam, and once we really get moving with that, then we're
Yeah.
gonna find out, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard. And Tyrell's gonna be like, "I flippin' knew it. There's a reason why we live in this house and not with her." I knew. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. And I think the way they're playing this with the kids is pretty good. With Tyrell being no, 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 I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. No, no, no. And Samantha saying, but
But
she's our mom and
but
I
yeah,
sure need a
yeah.
um, you
You gotta
know,
understand. There's a lot of sausage in this place.
yeah, and but I understand though, because Tyrell is a year or two older than Samantha.
Mm-hmm.
The brunt of everything June put them through is what he remembers the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because not only was he worried for his own safety as a little boy,
Mm-hmm.
felt the responsibility of his baby sister.
Mm-hmm.
And that horrible mother of his put him through that and made him grow up at
Mm-hmm.
warp speed that no one should have to.
You've forgotten the things that I sort of remember, Samantha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I get it.
He
Chandra says that.
remembers to his core how afraid he was,
Yeah.
how scary the whole thing was.
Yeah. 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 Mama with needles in her arms. Chandra says that it was Haley that Randy had helped. I think he helped both of them.
I think so too.
He ushered Haley out of there when it came to the fake miscarriage. And then there was
Hmm.
something that he did with June separate than that, right?
I think so. Man,
Listen,
my
I don't
memory
know.
stinks.
Well,
I'm terrible.
I don't know. But back one of us up, the rest of the chat. Say Chandra's right or we're right. And then when you tell us that we're right, we're going to laugh at Chandra because that's
Maybe
what
we'll
we do.
both.
I'm kidding. I would never laugh at Chandra. I love her too much. She thinks that Haley and Randy might be siblings.
Might be.
Some
Might be.
secret brother that they never knew the whole time.
All I know is we got to, Bill needs to keep Ted away from Haley.
Unfortunately, Bill and Ted are not going to be going on any sort of excellent adventure anytime soon. Not together.
No, and the reason why I say is because Dana Leslie's cleavage had so much effect on Bill, on Ted. So he needs to keep Haley away because,
Shoot.
my gosh.
Haley's going to become the Elizabeth Weber of the show and just be with everybody at some point.
I tell you. I tell you. I tell you. Now, we didn't get no lovey scene of Bill and Dana. No, Bill and Dana. Bill and Danny.
Bill and Dana, can you imagine that? No, because Danny's going to go run off and ruin her rekindling. Like, whatever closeness that she's getting with Bill, totally out of the window after this whole Vegas trip. And plus, the family's going to have a nuclear meltdown.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You married your nephew? Well, it's not like that. He's not really my nephew. You married your nephew?
You were at his 8th birthday party. You took a swing at the piñata just for fun.
Did you go to his graduation ceremony and applaud the accomplishment of somebody that you watched grow up through elementary, middle, and high school? Yeah, this is your nephew.
I'm afraid so it is.
It is. It is. No matter
It
how you
is.
cut it, that's a
And
oof,
and
trauma.
as soon as Ashley realizes that what's his name can feel something in his leg, Derek can feel something in his
I
leg.
pray it's by next Tuesday.
Well, then Ashley's going to be pissed at him all over again.
Andre did
But
say Aunt
she
Danny
not
once.
what?
Chandra says that Andre did say Aunt Danny once.
Yeah, ain't that creepy?
Ew, you think he says it to her when they're getting it on?
God, I only hope not. My
He's
gosh,
so
it's just
gross. Super nasty. Ugh. Ugh.
it's kind of
They
nasty.
doing the
It's
grossness
it's
together.
it's way worse than Once Upon a Time with Ned and Monica over on the other show because she didn't know that Ned was Ned at the time.
Right, there were no birthday parties that she had attended for Ned Ashton.
No, there were not.
Oh gosh. Oh, how nasty. What else did I write down about this crazy show? June. I'm still curious about June. Call Martin over to General Hospital to bounce on Derek. Yeah, freaking Derek. Derek. Okay, so him and Ashley, they're on the rocks. I saw somebody out there commenting that Danny and Andre are together because they can't be with the people they really want to be with, which would be Ashley
Well,
and Bill.
yeah, I guess, but to me, I just I've not seen chemistry between Andre and Ashley. I don't see
It just it sucks, Mom, because as professional commentators who are fair and find things
they
to
are fair.
enjoy, we're very fair, and we find things to enjoy. But that also means that we have to be honest when we just have seen something from day one that has not been working out.
I mean, even the whole Paris thing was lame.
Just
And
it's a
didn't
couple that doesn't it's a couple that does not interest or titilize or engage the audience.
well, and you know what? I think I think the whole character of Ashley's kind of like that.
And they're still around, so it's not something that when they produced the show and they put it all in practice and saw what the actual final edited result was, they
Hmm.
haven't turned away from what that story is, or spun the characters in a different direction, or got rid of one, or made a recast, or anything like that. So I don't really know what the approach is creatively from the show with this, with the development that we always talk about week after week, how long it took for them to develop the show and finally put it on the air. I would say that there is something in that story that is going to matter in some way for our regular lead characters,
But we're getting too long to get there. That's all.
but
Right?
it's not work. But the journey to get there isn't working out. But the destination that this story is supposed to go to might be some sort of big epic plot swing that we have to get to by putting Ashley and Derek through these, I don't know, plot beats. I don't know. I'm reaching. I'm trying to
And I
find the
thought
good.
and I thought that the two of them were pretty inconsiderate and unfeeling towards Shanice.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you could see like a little disappointment on her face, a little bit when she walks in on their bliss.
Yeah. Because Ashley and Derek were separating,
You're right.
and then they didn't.
Yeah, and I think Shanice has a little more feels for him than she thought she did.
And everybody that I saw have something to say about that development is that
Hmm.
they liked Shanice and Derek. They enjoyed that more than they enjoyed anything that she had done with Ashley. He had done with Ashley.
I agree.
So I'd seen that out there.
Because Shanice got a little fire underneath her, so she's got the crap kind of chick. That's one of the things I like
Well,
about
there
her.
we go. Look at that, Ma. The chat loves us. That's why they show up every week. Jeannie says, I had hoped that they would have recasted them by now.
Oh,
Something that I
Derek?
had said. Yeah, Derek and Ashley. And then Chandra says, I agree, and she can only be agreeing with me. You never hear about Ashley's father. What if it's Joey?
That would be fun.
Like they're around
That would be
because
fun.
of something that it's leading to.
That would be fun.
That's my only answer. That's my only answer. That's all I got for you. Ashley, Derek, and Andre were front and center at the beginning. They have been. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
I like them together, Chandra says. Same thing with Shanice and Derek.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah. I wish I could be. I wish I knew more about how to craft a television show for me to be able to say, well, since we've recognized this problem and the potential as to why it exists,
Mm-hmm.
this is how you fix it. I don't really know how to fix this one.
I don't know how to fix it either.
Especially if there's some in game that I don't know. If I don't know. I would have to have more details about the end game for me to fix it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not that, but does it need to be fixed? Am I being
But
arrogant?
now, one thing I have to say for Derek, though, as far as the portrayal of Derek, I think that his actual acting of Derek has gotten better.
They have become more comfortable in their roles. There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't have chemistry. Just Ashley and Derek don't have chemistry. Don't.
Yeah,
And
totally.
and I think Andre and Ashley has a little bit more chemistry with Andre, but not a lot more.
For sure.
Not a lot more.
For sure, for sure. Sandra says that we obviously have to remember that we're at the very beginning of a new soap. We're still at the very beginning of a new soap, and that's
Absolutely.
totally true. 100%.
It's
That's
only
totally
been
true.
on for 7 months.
It's only been on for 7 months. They are 200 episodes deep, which is not very much in Soapland. I totally understand that. The only
Yes.
thing that I could retort with is that 200 episodes is enough time for you to see something that's not working and call an audible.
That's true.
The,
You know what I noticed this week? We had a couple of episodes where by our show's friend Fido Xavier directed.
yes, Fido.
Couple
So
of shows
Fido
this
had been working very hard for them. I'm not sure 100% what his status is with Beyond the Gates at the moment, but I know that he worked very hard for them in their first season.
Yes.
So, and that's good because Fido has a history of jumping into something new, a new creative endeavor in Soapland. He likes to be a part of those we'll call
Yes.
them experimental projects, which
Yep.
Beyond the Gates absolutely started off as an experimental project
I think
and
so.
turned into a success.
Yeah, it's done well, and I'm thrilled it's done well.
Me too. I've enjoyed it. I really have.
I do really, really enjoy watching it. The dynamics of the Dupree family is just something else. They are so um, they're concerned about, they want to make things go away, and they're so concerned about their leadership in the community and just how shiny of a nickel they always look like.
What Beyond the Gates has done, in my opinion, very well in the time that they've been on so far, is when you tune into it, you are tuning into what I'm finding to be a comfortable television environment. I am with familiar characters that I understand, that I have spent some time with, that I'm invested in in what that is that's going on. It's a magic of television. It's an art of television that is very hard for modern shows to capture because they're very serialized and about the plot beats and the cliffhangers and that sort of thing. It's not necessarily about the comfort of visiting the Tanners every week or standing on the bridge of the Enterprise with Captain Picard every week. Like there's an element of that weekly episodic comfortableness that
Sure.
Beyond the Gates has been able to achieve in their serialized daily show. So kudos to them on that. It's a comfortable show to watch, and I hope
It-
people understand what I mean by that. It's like wrapping yourself around a TV show.
yeah.
You know.
Settle down, let me watch my gates.
Yeah, and it's not because of the big rises and falls and explosions and what's gonna happen next Monday, but we're comfortable. We're immersed in what it is that's happening in Fairmont
I,
Crest.
I was happy to see that Chelsea is getting her fire back.
Yeah,
She's,
she's recovering.
she's recovering, and they're going to they're going to have a launch, but it's not going to be in person. It's going to be an online launch and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
Keep it safe.
So,
Keep it safe. Keep it
and,
simple.
and oh my gosh, if they don't get that poor little cat away from that boring man of hers, Tomas, my gosh, three strikes, he's out. Come on, you
Come
guys.
on, you guys. Let's get real here about Tomas.
All right. I mean, I
You would
don't
have
know.
you would have dumped him a long time ago. He would have left the friends group a long while ago.
I don't understand why Kat is, she wants to enjoy it,
She wants to because she thinks that she
but
should
she never.
because when you look at it, it should be working.
Yeah, and then she wound, this was such an important thing to save for her, and then she wound up giving it to the wrong fool. I think that she's going to wind up being with somebody else, and boy, oh boy, it's going to be a whole different kind of
Oh,
experience.
that's what it's supposed to be like.
That's what it's supposed to
I
be.
didn't know it was supposed to be like this, Jacob.
And wouldn't it be, oh my gosh,
I don't know. I keep on forgetting. Are they related?
Kat and Jacob?
Yeah.
No, Jacob is,
He's the cop.
no, he's a cop. He's married to Naomi,
But that's okay.
but no, he's not blood related
We
to
have to have some affairs, okay? Hey, what's Naomi doing? Nothing.
Well, they might have some. They might, of course, they're going to have some rocky something happen. It's
And
just a lot
Chelsea's had all the story. Naomi wanted to sue her dad once in the beginning of the show, and that's pretty much all she's ever done.
yeah, and help June
Yeah, but
and have cheeseburgers at Orphy Jean's with her husband.
yeah, but she's not big plot pusher is what I'm saying.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not. And you know what? It'll be extra funny to me if Tomas has a rendezvous with somebody else and they find his butt boring too.
He's just bad in the sack. He thinks his body does all the work. He doesn't have to try.
Because you got
Chandra,
all those pretty tattoos, you got to be able to, have some motion in your ocean.
Chandra says that Kat got some bad advice from Anita, and had been writing on that, and then Tomas apologized, and so she's kind of in this I'm trying still area.
Yeah.
Not everybody's so sure. Not everybody's so quick to be like, yeah, f this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or not F this guy.
Or how about f this guy and then f that guy, huh? Do that. Do that. I mean, I guess if the motion was more fun, but I guess it doesn't seem to be.
It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be.
Well,
And
on
I
that wonderful
and
note,
I don't think it's going to wind up being Kat's problem.
yeah, it's gonna be Eva's problem. Because Eva,
Yeah.
well, I mean, once Eva gets it, she's being like, oh God, really? Like, Kat, I gotta tell you, there's better out there.
Right?
And then they bond. They bond like Christina and Ava over on General Hospital.
Well, I do want them. I do want them to bond.
They will.
do.
Maybe they'll bond over how bad Tomas is. And that's going to be
Wait,
their
that's
first thing. The first time they really just sit there and just like, I'm going to use the word kiki, and that's in the drag community. We kiki. But the first time they sit there and do that, I don't know what girls do. Girl talk. The first time they sit there and
heard that
connect. But it's for drag queens. You're not a drag queen.
No, I'm not.
So, the first time they sit there and really kiki, it'll be about how bad Tomas is, and they'll start bonding from it, and this, that, and the other thing.
They're gonna bond laughing over his lack of moves.
Chandra says, I'm going to say this carefully, but Tomas does not seem to be a generous lover.
Oh, no. And you know what? I have to say when it comes to the male characters on the show, maybe he's my least favorite.
I saw somebody do a little study on Beyond the Gates about how
Maybe he's tied with Derek.
most of the male characters on the show leave absolutely so much to be desired about them. They're cheaters, they're liars, they're wrong, they're crooks, they're bad. Like, so many of the male characters have the darker personality types.
Well, yeah, it's true. And I've said this before, but I have to congratulate you again. If you've ever watched this doggone show, John, my gosh, you're killing it. You are killing it as Joey. I love you. There was,
It's why he wrote
listen,
Hollywood
for
Hustle.
yeah, you left California for a reason when it comes to this dude here because
Oh, yeah.
he is delicious.
Yeah. And it's in the vein of he wrote Hollywood Hustle, which is about back Hollywood crime, blah blah blah, in
Mhm.
akin to Joey Armstrong dealings. He gets to play Joey Armstrong. He gets to do a sequel now to Hollywood Hustle. His publisher has asked for that, so he's doing that. So good, John Lindstrom. If John, I'm gonna have to pay attention to his schedule. If he comes through doing book signings and stuff, I'm really gonna have to try very hard to pop into one of those LA ones
Oh,
because
geez.
he would do one in LA.
Well, yeah, you kind of have to, right?
Right. Yeah. So I'll keep and then maybe the check can help me out too. Keep an eye on John Lindstrom's schedule if he comes through with a book signing. I would love to go. I would love to go and listen to it and read a
Yeah.
passage and buy a book and get an autograph and say you're good and then give him a card that says 10th Floor Podcast and my phone number.
Shoot, I might even drive down there with you.
Well, hopefully you can drive down in a couple of weeks for the Emmys. We put our application in for that.
I know. I heard that. Yeah, you told me this week. Yes, we had the opportunity. They said that okay, we're not taking applications yet. We're inquire again with the date when the nighttime Emmys are complete.
And then I did.
And then you did, and then they sent you an application.
Yeah, and then I filled it out and I sent it in and it was great.
And it's not going to be at the same place as last year.
No, it's going to be at a bigger place.
More space.
Yeah. Jeannie, you were totally right. Back in Pasadena, back in their more sizable location. So hopefully they're going to have lots of space for all kinds of different outlets to show up. So you, all folks who love daytime, get all sorts of angles into what it is that's going on.
Our queen of daytime right now, to me anyway, Jane Elliott. Jane Elliott will be there getting a special award.
Oh, yes. It's their Golden Circle Award. It's pretty much their lifetime achievement thing.
Yeah. And if the podcasting presence is with us, we will get to talk to her.
That would be so cool.
Wouldn't it?
That would be really cool. I would love that.
My goodness.
I would love that. I'm going to go prepare for that. I'm going to be done. I'm going to get out of this student union, or out of this lecture hall. They turned the air conditioner off about 10 minutes ago, and so the air stopped circulating in here. I'm actually surprised I didn't shut the lights off yet.
Are you getting stuffy? Is it stuffy in there?
It's a little stuffy in this room.
Stuffy and a little humid?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so speaking of that, didn't we have some wacky California wet weather this week?
We did. It rained.
It was sticky like Texas.
And then it rained?
It was sticky like Texas.
It was wild.
It was like the South. What the heck with that? Us Californians can't handle that.
Yeah.
We seriously think we're going to melt.
Jeannie got Hollywood Hustle on tape from her library.
And I heard that John actually reads that.
Well, Jeannie, in our closing moments, let us know. Give it a grade, A through F, standard school grade. What did you think of Hollywood Hustle as I do the sign-off?
Yeah, what do you...
Because we leaving. We're getting out of this student union. We're going back to the student union. We already did that. And then we hung out for a little bit, and then we took ride shares over to Fairmont Crest.
We did.
And now...
No, we got the party bus and just blew through the gates is what happened, remember?
Yes, the party bus. So the party bus has come back through. We're going to climb on board again one more time. They got a fresh playlist.
Yeah. Can't you hear that? The bass beat coming on that thing?
Thumpa.
A thumpa coming for us?
Coming from the party bus, hopping right back on. Dana Leslie's party buses. Ooh, an A. Grades in an A, Jeannie does.
Oh,
the
yay!
Entry fee to this party bus is hitting like and subscribe.
Ain't it the truth?
Thumbs up and a red button. Just click those there. If you want to leave us a little tip in the tip jar, you absolutely can with the thanks button. Just find the little dollar bill icon anywhere on your screen. Click that and send us some cash if you want. You could follow us on social media at 10th Floor GH or 10th Floor Podcasts, pretty much on all of the social media platforms. You can also reach out to us through messengers or through Gmail, 10thfloorgh@gmail.com. If you're having trouble finding the show on audio platforms, or if you don't know how to subscribe or something like that, reach out. I'll help you. I'll tell you. It's going to be great.
Uh-huh.
And come on back next week, 11 a.m. We're going to talk about General Hospital back on the 10th floor.
We sure are. Yes, we are.
And, remember to swing for the fences and don't let the gates hit you on the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next week live right here on this very YouTube channel, 10th Floor Podcast. Goodbye.